Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Frame Game. Today we are talking about the Nintendo E3 press conference. Now this conference was huge. Holy crap. I mean, we'll get into it very soon, so you'll see what I mean. But anyways, Nintendo started off just right out of the gate with some gameplay, which was awesome. Like, some of the other ones, EA and stuff, they just talked for ages at the beginning of theirs, but man, they were just like, gameplay, bam, here you go, this is what you want. And I gotta say, it looked really cool. It wasn't even a cinematic trailer, and it was a game called Daemon Ex Machina, which is essentially, I mean, it looked like an anime-esque game with mechs in it, but I myself have never really gotten into mech games, so I really don't know what to think of it. I mean, it looked really cool, and it looked all snappy and fun to play, but I don't know if it'll be my cup of tea until, I see someone else play it on YouTube or something. That's when I'll be able to give my full and final judgment as to whether or not I'll want it. But either way, they showed that off. It looked pretty cool. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know what to say about it. I looked it up because I was like, is this some kind of anime? But I didn't find it anywhere. So who knows? But that is a thing that will be coming to the Switch. After that, they give us a presentation showcase of Xenoblade. Or should I say Xenoblade Chronicles number 2. I haven't played a major RPG game in a long time since I just don't have that much time to sit around and play games, ironically. But I really wish that I did, but the Nintendo Switch is much more versatile, and I find myself being able to play games more often with it. And, I mean, I used to play games like Rogue Galaxy, Dark Cloud, and Dark Cloud 2 for my PlayStation 2. So, I mean, I love games like that, so I'm thoroughly considering getting these, both Xenoblade number 1 as well as the sequel, for my Nintendo Switch, since I'll be able to play them on and off. Though the release date is in September of this year, so I doubt I'll be able to finish the first game if I do get it, before the second game even comes out, but hey, I mean, I am still very tempted to get these games. So next they talked about their upcoming games of Let's Go Eevee as well as Let's Go Pikachu. We've known about these games coming for a while, so honestly I wasn't expecting to see very much about them, as well as they've also announced the following Pokemon game that's going to be like a major true to form Pokemon game that will be coming out in the upcoming years. So yeah, I didn't expect to see much about this, but they did show a decent amount of gameplay, more so than I was expecting. We also know that it's going to have the original 150 Pokemon, and this means that if you choose to get the Eevee version, you won't be able to get some of the Eevee evolutions, such as Umbreon. That's a bit of a disappointment to me, because Umbreon is one of my all-time favorite of all the Pokemon, so I'm a little saddened that they won't have it in the game, but at the same time, hey, it's a Pokemon game on the Switch, and it's going to be fully co-op mode. You can play completely co-op with your friend, so I am just really excited for that. And this game will be coming out November 16th of 2018, both the Eevee and Pikachu versions. So yeah, that is pretty cool. But, on that note, they revealed a new game that I did not know was coming. Apparently some people did, but I myself had no idea, and I am so excited for the Mario Party for the Switch. I mean, how cool is that? This game was sorely needed for the Switch. Like, the whole point of the Switch is to not only be able to play however you want via, handheld mode or console mode, but to have a large multiplayer experience. Like, one of the biggest things that they sold about the Switch was being able to play on the go with your friends outside and anywhere. And so this upcoming game is something that I've been expecting for a long time, but honestly I wasn't expecting it this soon. With, we know that Smash is coming and whatnot, so I was like, I doubt Mario Party is coming as well, along with Pokemon and Smash, but holy crap, it is! And I will say, it looks great. Just looking from the trailer, it would appear as though it is going back to its original roots, we've gotten rid of a bunch of the annoying features like the car that everyone hated, for example. And I don't know, either way, I am really looking forward to this. Following that development, they introduced Fire Emblem Three Houses, and this game looks really cool. Honestly, I was super surprised about it since there hasn't been a main console Fire Emblem game in years. There's only been games for like the 3DS and whatnot. And I gotta say that it looks fantastic. The graphics are much better than anything we've seen for Fire Emblem. There seem to be some kind of RPG-esque talking moments, I don't know, like dialogue options and stuff like that. And they even showed the individual troops that are fighting alongside your main champions, which just sounds really cool to me. It was showing archers and swordsmen, and as your guy attacked, your other little warrior guys would also attack the other mini side warriors that were fighting along the enemy champions. It was really cool. And all in all, this game just looks like so much fun. I am so excited. And they did unveil, however, that it won't be coming out until spring of 2019. But of course that didn't surprise me with how many major titles like Pokemon and whatnot that will be coming out this year. Especially with Mario Party also being unveiled. I mean, that's crazy. So after that, they give us a snippet of Fortnite. This didn't surprise me. Fortnite has been, hugely successful, so it was like, oh yeah, it's reasonable that they would bring it to the Switch. Its biggest point was not only that it's going to be free, but that it was released on the day of the E3 conference, so it's currently available right now for your Switch. So yeah, I mean, hey, cool, it'll probably sell some consoles even. I wouldn't be surprised if it actually sells units. But, I mean, this is probably a very big chance for Nintendo. Preceding this, they surprised me with an announcement of Overcooked 2. I myself have never gotten to play the first game, so I'm really looking forward to this, because one of the biggest draws was that it was a major co-op experience. However, with my PC, I can't just carry it around to my friends or anything, and it was local co-op, so the only way that I get to play it is if my friends came over here and I bought it, and it just didn't seem worth it at the time. However, now, with it being on the Switch, and they're adding new features, not just throwing food or whatever, but they are also adding the feature of online play, which is just big for me. That's what I wanted out of the first game, but they didn't have. But now this game has online play, will be on the Switch, and will be released August 7th of 2018. Next, they showed off Killer Queen Black. From what I hear, it did really well as an arcade game, so I won't be surprised if it's well received for the Switch. Though I've never played it before, never played the arcade version as well, but it does look like a fun co-op arcadey experience. After this, we got a snippet of Hollow Knight, to which I had just one response. Better remove that game from my Steam wishlist, cause I'm getting it on the Switch. Like seriously, I've been wanting this game for a long time, but now I want it on my Switch rather than on my PC. So all in all, this game is a great looking game that I can't wait to have on a portable console, and it's already out now. They revealed that it will be out now with all of the previous DLC that had been released. So that is freaking awesome. We're already getting, right now, Hollow Knight, as well as Fortnite, and I'm sure there might even be more to come that are released just right now, But right after that, they showed us a second Octopath Traveler demo that will be released on June 14th, and Ridger reminded us that the game itself will be released this July. I mean, I wasn't expecting them to show much about it, but to release another demo was very surprising to me. But either way, I'm really excited for this game. Now, as you may have noticed, I am going rather fast when it comes to a lot of these, because this next portion, holy crap, they showed so many games in the span of just a few minutes, and I wrote all of them down to just basically let you know about them if you didn't see the full conference, because there are some really good looking games that are coming. So I'm just gonna read this off to you guys. Okay, so next Reggie showed us some small and short snippets of other games coming for the Switch. The first being Starlink. We already knew about this from the other conferences, but that will be released on October 16th with the exclusive Star Fox features. After that, they showed some Arena of Valor coming in the fall of 2018. It looked to be some sort of action RPG, but I don't know. I've never heard of it before. And after that, they reminded us that Minecraft's other version will be released on June 21st. And that's pretty cool because if you owned the first version of Minecraft, then you'll be getting the second version of Minecraft absolutely free. After Minecraft, they showcased Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle Donkey Kong Adventure. This game will be getting a June release date on the 26th of the month. Next, we had something that was rather surprising to me, and that is PixArt for the Switch coming this fall. Biggest reason that it surprised me is that the game isn't even finished yet. It's still in its early access, so I found it a little strange that they would release it to console before it's even completed, especially since the original art game didn't come to PlayStation and Xbox until it was fully released as a complete game. Continuing with their games, they showed off a few moments of the new Just Dance game for Ubisoft. It's called Just Dance 2019, which I found a little weird since it's coming out on October 23rd of 2018. That doesn't fit with the title of the game, but oh well, it still looks really fun. Next, they announced the game called Dragon Ball FighterZ, which looks hilarious to me. I mean, sure, we've seen fighter games before, but we've never seen one with One Piece, Naruto, Dragon Ball combined with Death Note itself. Like, no one expected Death Note to be in a fighter game until now, that's for sure. And yeah, that's because Light Yagami doesn't seem to be much of a fighter, especially when compared to the rest of the fighting roster that'll be in this game. But I guess we will see how well he can fight this 2018. Then of course they felt the need to remind us of Octo expansion from Splatoon 2 arriving this summer. I will say I was pleasantly surprised after this to see Captain Toad Treasure Tracker is coming July 13th. I myself never got a chance to play Captain Toad, so I am certainly wanting to get this game. Okay, so, I got so many notes here, holy crap, just a second. I scrolled down and I'm like, oh crap, where was I? Yeah, next they have Crash Bandicoot, the Insane Trilogy, coming out June 29th. You know, they've already announced that, so I'm not too surprised. Though I will say that I never regret getting the game for the PlayStation 4, since it's now on the Nintendo Switch. Then they showed Ninjala, and this will be coming spring 2019, which looked interesting. I myself have never heard of it, and I have no idea what it is, so I don't know if I personally will want it, but I will be looking out for some future gameplay videos of it, so that I can give my final judgment on that. After Ninjala, they showed us some Carcassonne, which is a pretty fun board game. This game will be released during the holiday season of this year, so probably sometime around Halloween or Christmas. I was then surprised to be shown that FIFA 18 and FIFA 19 are available right now for the Switch. Honestly, I was so surprised by this because of how crazy EA is when it comes to exclusivity with their games. So, yeah, that was surprising. And for it to be available like so soon is also much more exciting than I expected it to be. Next, they showed that Ark Survival Evolved would also be released for the Switch this fall. And man, Ark is just being put on everything now, isn't it? Wastelands 2 Director's Cut was shown next for a fall release, followed by Paladin Champions of the Realm, which is available right now as well. Man, they're just showing us all sorts of stuff, and then they literally showed about half a second of Fallout Shelter, which didn't surprise me since they showed a bunch during, they talked about it a bit more for Bethesda Showcase. That is also available at the moment on the Switch. After that, they showed Dark Souls Remastered, which sounds pretty awesome to me. The main reason I thought this was cool is that it made me hopeful that we will eventually see Bloodborne for the Nintendo Switch as well. That game was one of my favorites that they've ever made, so I'm really hopeful about that. And the Dark Souls Remastered will be released in the summer of 2018. Following such a dark game, it seemed only appropriate, I guess, to show SNK Heroines Tag Team Frenzy, which just looked super crazy and weird to me. But it's being made by NIS America and will be released September 7th. Preceding that, we have Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, which I am crazy excited for and will be released August 28th. Man, this list is getting crazy long. But now we also have Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus from Bethesda, coming June 29th. Following that, we have The World Ends With You, coming fall 2018. Oh, man. And then Mega Man 11 is coming, which is awesome, and will be released October 2nd. Following this, we have Mario Tennis, which I've already pre-ordered, which is released June 22nd. Now, after all of those games, we will finally be getting to the more or less end of the presentation. Like, man, that is a lot of games to look forward to, holy crap. Some of which I've already been wanting or have already even pre-ordered. Like I said, I've already pre-ordered Mario Tennis Aces. And just, holy crap. To see Shelter, Wastelands 2, all these different games that are just coming out. Mega Man 11. I mean, it is insane. Dragon Ball Fighter Z, Ark, Survival Evolved, Pixark. I don't know what to think of this list. It is humongous, and sure, some of them we've already heard about, but just to put them down in a list form like this and just look at it for a second, it's like, holy crap, so many Switch games are coming out, and I am just so overly excited about that. And some of them are major titles like Fire Emblem, Mario Party, Pokemon, and now, as everyone has been waiting for, we are getting Super Smash Bros. And I was going to go over the entire roster for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, or I think it's just called Smash Bros. Ultimate, but I will not be doing that because, jeez, the roster is humongous, as you will soon hear. Man. So they started out with Masahiro Sakurai, and he showed up. I'm really hopeful for him because he's been doing some great things with the company as of late, and now he's spearheading Smash, which by the looks of it is going to be one of the biggest and hugest Smash games just of all time, as you will soon see why. So yeah, I am truly hopeful for him. And so, yeah, this game is just insane. They literally are giving us over 60 characters. Like, holy guacamole. That is absurd. This is by far going to be the biggest game. Like, the biggest Smash Bros. Games of all time. Also, I'm so happy to see that they are bringing back both 8-player battles, as well as the character unlock system. These are things that seriously disappointed me when it came to the Wii U, but they will be changing that up and bringing that back to the Smashverse, and I am just super excited for that. Also, they added a bunch of new moves. I mean, a crazy amount of new moves that it took them like a half an hour just to talk about, as well as another like 20 or so minutes to show off all the character unveils, and that are things like remote bombs, like you remote detonate bombs with Link. I don't know, that just sounds so cool to me and adds a whole new dynamic to how you would use him. I would go over all of them, but like I said, it was crazy huge, and they also went over a ton of Smash like an insane amount of Smash stages. I cannot believe how big this game is going to be. I am overly joyed with what they had to show us this year. Man, it's just too epic for words. So in the end, I gotta say that the crowning title for this year's E3 presentations has got to go to Nintendo. Like, they announced so many amazing games, including some that I was never expecting to see, followed by the biggest Smash Bros. Reveal of all time. Truly, this year is going to be one to remember. So with that, I give this presentation a 10 out of 10. So thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.